California recently tried a New York strategy when it comes to gun laws. When anti-gun leftists can't get around the Second Amendment, they create roadblocks for gun owners that they know will take time to wind their way through the court system. In this case, California followed in the footsteps of New York by creating sensitive places where even permit holders are not allowed to carry firearms. Now, California's recent ban on the Second Amendment was put in place in direct defiance of the Bruin case. So-called sensitive locations are just another way of saying gun-free zone. Gun-free zones have become a thorn in the side of the gun grabbers because even the most anti-gun zealots are starting to understand that these locations are dangerous. When you make good people unarmed and helpless, they become vulnerable. It would seem Democrats want people to be vulnerable. They just don't want the public to know that they're intentionally putting people in danger for political reasons. Without vulnerable people, criminals wouldn't be able to thrive. Without criminals being able to thrive, good people wouldn't need government protection. So obviously, an armed citizenry full of people who can protect themselves doesn't lend well to the creation of a victim-predator society. Democrats sell a perceived safety in exchange for votes. But if the public doesn't need what they're selling, it reflects poorly at the ballot box. So-called sensitive locations brings with it the feel-good solution for those who are already scared of guns while creating a safe space for violent criminals. Gun rights organizations can see through the left-wing propaganda, understand the left's strategies, and have taken action. A coalition of gun rights groups, including Gun Owners of America and Gun Owners Foundation, recently secured a preliminary injunction against California's new ban on carrying in sensitive places. Judge Cormac Carney stated that California's law is sweeping, repugnant to the Second Amendment, and openly defiant of the Supreme Court. Since this recent success, Californians will now be able to carry in the following locations: houses of worship, playgrounds and parks, financial institutions, private businesses that are open to the public libraries, zoos and museums, public gatherings and special events, public transportation, casinos, stadiums and amusement parks, and medical facilities. Eric Pratt, GOA's senior vice president, issued the following statement: "This is great news for Californians. Judge Carney rightfully highlighted that residents want the ability to defend themselves in these increasingly dangerous times, but we can only expect this will serve as fuel for Governor Newsom's movement to amend the Constitution and gut the Second Amendment. And GOA is fully prepared to push back without hesitation." This is a big win for gun owners and a huge loss for gun grabbers. It would almost seem that our founding fathers saw people like Gavin Newsom and Kathy Hochul coming over 200 years away, and that's why they wrote the Second Amendment. Thanks for watching Bullet Points. I'm Dan Wos for Gun Owners Foundation. You can find more Second Amendment content and updates at gunowners.com.